वेलकम टू द क्लास। आज हम देख रहे हैं कंप्यूटर साइंस सब्जेक्ट और आज का चैप्टर है स्क्रैच। और इस स्क्रैच में हम आज लास्ट सेशन देखने वाले हैं विच इज गोइंग टू बी सैंपल प्रोग्राम्स विथ वेरिएबल्स एंड ऑल द कंट्रोल ब्लॉक्स के साथ। ओके, सो टुडे वी विल सी अबाउट द एक्टिविटीज गिवन इन योर बुक। सो बुक के हिसाब से हम लोग जो प्रोग्राम्स दिए गए हैं वी आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट दैट एंड मेक द स्क्रैच प्रोग्राम वर्क। ऑलराइट, so चलो सेशन के अंदर देखते हैं what is the activity given to us. Activity 1, make 3 balls bounce until the stop button is clicked. So पहले क्या करना है हमें, we are going to make 3 balls bounce until the stop button is clicked and count the total number of bounces the balls make. Alright, so पहले we are going to start with creating 3 different ball sprites और उसके बाद we are going to make it bounce. So we're going to start with this today. So let's get into the scratch window. अभी ये scratch window में what are we going to do? We are going to add 3 different sprites which are going to be 3 different balls here. Okay. So delete और new sprite add करो. I'm going to select the ball sprite. Click on OK. Again a new sprite, click on the ball, click OK, another sprite. Okay, so now we have 3 different sprites with us. We are going to make them bounce. Alright, so what are we going to do? We are going to make them bounce at a particular position and they'll be getting back into the same position. So first we have to know where are these balls positioned first. So let's start with the first sprite. This first sprite has a position of -206 and 145. Okay. So 206 and 145 is the position of this sprite. So I can make it bounce here. So what is the position of my mouse pointer? It is -186 -173. So I can make this go to glide to -186 and -173. So it is going to bounce here and again go back where it is going to go back to the same position -206 145. So glide again -206 145. So इसके बीच में we are supposed to mention if on edge bounce क्योंकि हमें ball bounce होके वापस जाना पड़ेगा. Yes or no? Yes. So what are we going to do? We are going to click on if on edge bounce and add it to the existing block. So abhi first how will it work? पहले तो ball sprite will come down, hit the screen, bounce होगा वापस, go back to that place, again come down and hit the screen. Okay, so this is how it is going to work. Alright, so let's have it in the edge of the screen so that it's going to bounce back to us. So it's going to be 208 and 160, -208 and 160. And we want this to happen till the stop button is clicked. So क्या करेंगे, control में जाके you will use the forever loop क्योंकि this forever will make it bounce every time, always, until you click on the stop button. है ना? So this is also done. Alright. And the first thing that we'll be adding to it will be when green flag clicked. When the green flag is clicked, all this has to happen. So abhi second sprite mein, which is the second sprite, this is the second sprite. So I'm going to see the position of this. So वापस glide करने वाले हैं. It has to go down here. What is the mouse pointer's position? It's 200, 180, 202 and 180. So again I'm going to click on glide. 202 and 180 are going to be the x and y position और उसके बाद if on edge bounce. So वापस the same thing applies. control block में जाके forever block में click करना है and after that you're going to have when green flag clicked on top of them. Okay, that's ball 3. अभी sprite 2 के लिए वापस green flag clicked and see the position of the ball sprite. It is -1 -156. So the existing position is glide -1 -156 और उसके बाद it has to go on top. So what is the position now? 15, 180. So glide again. It's going to be x position 15 and y position 180. Okay. So there you're going to have it. And उसके बाद -1 -156 आएगा. इसके बीच में we are going to use if on edge bounce. The same thing, just the positions are changed. Okay. हमें हर बार एक एक sprite के लिए repeat करना पड़ेगा because the sprites do not communicate within each other. हमें हर एक sprite में जाके code लिखना पड़ेगा. Alright? So now this is happening. अभी क्या करके देखेंगे? Green flag click करने से क्या होना चाहिए? ये ball सब कुछ bounce होना चाहिए. So let's see. These are getting bounced. The third ball is not getting bounced. So sprite 3 को देखेंगे. Okay? Sprite 3 has the position of 202 and 180. और इसका नीचे position होगा minus, it is going to be 201 and minus 177. So 201 and minus 177. Okay. So now let's click on the green flag. And now all the balls are bouncing there. Yes or no? सभी sprites bounce होके वापस जा रहे हैं. And what was our activity basically? We had to make 3 balls bounce until the stop button is clicked and count the total number of bounces the balls make. So अभी हर एक bounce के लिए we are supposed to add something to a variable. So how are we going to do? We have to first create a variable. We'll create only one variable because we are going to talk about only total number of balls being bounced. So now we'll go create a variable. So now go to the data variable. Data block में जाके click on make variable. So you can have this as number of bounces, है ना? So number of bounces can be named for the variable and for all sprites and click OK. So now we have the number of bounces displayed on the screen. Okay. So अभी देखते हैं how do we use this. So always whenever the green flag is clicked, आपको क्या करना चाहिए? Number of bounces को 0 set करना चाहिए, or else what will happen? The second time when you run the program, it will start from the number of bounces that was left in the previous program. Okay. So now what we are going to do? We have set it to number to 0. अभी हर एक बार edge में जब bounce हो रहा है, you have to add 1 to it. So कैसे add करेंगे? Yes, we have this change number of bounces by 1 block. So हर एक bounce के लिए क्या होगा? It will start getting incremented. Count increase होते ही जाएगा. Alright? So अभी ball 2 में जाके भी if on edge bounce के बाद, because only after it bounces you are supposed to record it. So you should always see on which sequence you will place the block. Okay. So वापस click on the ball, go to change variable by 1. Alright. So अभी देखो, you have created all the 3 sprites with the code. अभी तो set number of bounces to 0 तो कर लिए हैं. After, so whenever green flag is clicked क्या होगा? It will first set the variable to 0 and उसके बाद if on edge bounce, so as and when it bounces on the edge क्या होगा? It will increment the bounce by 1, that is add 1 to the bounce. इसका मतलब है we'll be able to find out how many times the ball sprites are bouncing on the stage. Okay. So now what will we do? We'll again click on the green flag. 3 bounces, 6 bounces, 9 bounces. So this is how they get added on. समझ में आ रहा है? So every time you want to add something to it, आपको जो block वो काम कर रहा है उसके नीचे डालना पड़ेगा. We wanted it after it is clicking, after it is bouncing back. That is the reason we have only 3, because there are 2 different places the balls are bouncing. मगर सिर्फ 3 को ही increment हो रहा है because we have if on edge bounce in only one single place. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? So this is what is the activity that was asked for us. Okay, and we have created it. So how do we add variables into the blocks? you are going to use the blocks first after creating the variable. So variable create करने के बाद जो blocks display हो रहे हैं, we are going to use them and add one to the existing variable. Now again when you click on the green flag, it is going to add from 0. 0 से वापस शुरू होगा because we have set number of bounces to 0 as the initial position. Alright. So what did we learn today? We have seen about how to create an activity using variable blocks, and we have made the increment in variable. That is, we have added 1 to the variable every time the ball sprite is bounced. है ना? So if you have any doubts in this session, please आप में जाके any doubts button में press करके आपके doubt बताइए, and the doubts will be clarified using app. Alright, and meet you in the next session. Until then, bye bye.